Today we are joined by media and music executive Tracii McGregor. Tracii, thank you for being with us today.
Oh, Susie, I'm so happy to be here.
The Grammys are coming up.
Yeah, this weekend.
Oh yeah. Well, I know that all of LA is gearing up for it. Are you?
True indeed. You know, actually, I have a few friends who are flying into town who I'm excited to see. But I'm not attending the awards this year, no.
Well, as former VP of Content and Communications for The Source Entertainment, and also a former president of Grammy Award-winning independent label Gargamel Music, you've been in the industry for a while. So what is your overall...
Are you dating me, Susie?
No, not at all. But you definitely have that experience that I think others may not have when you're on one side or the other. So what has been your overall view of the Grammys? Do you think that we still in the industry need a yearly award show like the Grammys?
Well, you know, I would say that there's a part of me that really loves the Grammys, and that's kind of the nostalgia factor. I grew up watching this award show. However, you know, I also grew up with a lot of musicians, and then, as you said, I've worked in the business. So, you know, I've seen a lot of my people passed over over the years. And so I would say that for me and for, you know, certainly large swaths of the music community, it's a complicated relationship for sure.
I bet, absolutely, and especially with all of the issues that the Grammys is dealing with. So a recent report actually by USC Annenberg really pointed at the large gap in female representation in the media industry, in the music industry. And last year, just one woman won a solo award on the air. And in response to that, the chief executive of the Recording Academy mentioned that women in music should step up. In your experience, is the problem in the music industry, or do women really need to step up?
Women, listen, women are the backbone of this industry. Trust me, a lot of things just wouldn't get done without women. But erasure is real, and it's consistent, and our voices have continued to be obscured. So I was kind of put off. I like Neil overall, but I was kind of like, wait a minute, is that what you really meant to say? Because women, we've been up. You just haven't been representing us, you know? And another part of it, Susie, is you have to look at, like, the Grammys are never going to represent the will of the people.
Right.
It is an industry organization. The people who vote are industry people, and the club is so tight not everybody can get in. You know, listen, I've led many different lives in my short life, and so, you know, I've been a voting member off and on when I pay my dues for over 20 years, and it's because I had some other credits, you know, that enabled me, you know, to be able to actually vote. But a lot of people can't vote. And the other part, Susie, is that you don't normally, it doesn't matter. If you put out a record, you're not automatically nominated for a Grammy. Your
right, no matter how much work
it don't even matter.
Right.
You better make sure somebody at your record label is on point with all of the deadlines, because you have to submit everything by a certain date to even be considered. You know, so, and you know, those rules have been in effect since day uno. So people have to know what they're getting into. For our part, you know, the hip hop community, the reggae music industry, like, we already know what it is. So we don't have any high expectations, you know, but at the same time we do, you know, because it is the Grammys. So I am hopeful by the strides that the Recording Academy is making now. I think it's great. Yeah, step it up, Recording Academy. It's about time.
Right, so the stepping up needs to happen with the Academy. So with all of, again, everything that they're dealing with, in an effort to help step up and help tackle this
They're gonna be mad. He gonna be mad he said that.
Right, like, right. It's one of those statements that I'm sure he's like, what was going on? But, you know, they're doing a lot in terms of trying to tackle this underrepresentation issue. And the Grammys have made strides, not big strides, but they have made a series of changes in their membership and nominations that include expanding the number of nominations in the record, song, and album of the year and best new artist categories by expanding it from 5 to 8. Is that enough in your view?
Listen, that's not enough. Number one, the process of voting is so arduous. Let me tell you. People are going on there, they're voting for their little artists and the few little artists they know, and, you know, whatever for all the other categories. I mean, like, the process itself is really, it's just tedious.
So what in your view?
So adding numbers to the categories, it's like, oh my God, wait, that's not really helpful. You know, like now you have more people competing for still, it's like one little award. How does that really help the situation? You know, maybe you need to increase the categories. Listen, finally, they have we got the Latin Grammy Awards. Hi, you need the Reggae Grammy Awards. I mean, like, this is how you're gonna have to do it. You know, because otherwise you're not serving all of the people. Really, when you claim to be an international award show, you know, representation is everything. And whatever for the sales, it's like, because we know it ain't even about the sales. It's about who in the industry is a voting member and voted.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all it comes down to. So those few little changes, I don't think are really going to do it. I think they probably need to look at the whole process, you know, and figure out, how do you motivate people to vote? How do you motivate people to become members and want to be a part of the process? Because trust and believe, you know, when I was running the label, like it was like pulling teeth to get I was like, no, but you have to be a member and you have to vote. I'm like, by the time I got started work, I was like, wait, you ain't even voted? Like, okay, let's get into, like, every year you're gonna vote. Listen, we got that Grammy, trust me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Within 5 years, we got that Grammy.
Right.
Participating in the process.
Yeah, participation.
You know,
is key.
so that's a part of it too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, we could be mad up in the corner, but like, yo, register, pay a little dues, vote for everybody, you know, do your part. We can't just be complaining on the sidelines, you know?
Right.
So
right.
that's it too.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. So now predictions. So with the categories expanded just a bit, do you think the winner of Song of the Year and Record of the Year could come from hip hop and R&B?
I don't know. It's like the vote is split so much. I really don't know. It's really, you've made it even more of a toss-up. It's anybody's game.
Right.
You know, but I'm excited. Like, you know, Ella May is a favorite, actually a client of mine. I have been watching her rise since she came to this country and, you know, worked with her and so, like, to see how far she's come. You know, and knowing the kind of person, knowing that she really put in that work.
Oh,
like,
she
this
did.
is her dream.
Oh, yeah.
This is just the nomination alone is huge. So, and that song was ubiquitous everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You
That thing
know,
was playing.
the
Oh,
big
man.
tune.
It really is, and it's so catchy, and I really wish her the best. And thank you so much, Tracii, for joining us today.
thank you.
It was wonderful to get your insight from your perspective. It's very valuable, so thank you.
Thank you, Susie.